SLAZ and welcome to another tutorial. For this video, I will be taking you through the whole process I used from start to finish to create the piece that you see here, which was created using several techniques that we have already covered in the other tutorial videos in this series, and a few new ones. My hope is that by following this video, you will learn some new skills in how to mix lots of different techniques together to make one really cool image. So to begin with, let's look back through some of the drawings that we've already done in the earlier videos. So here are some of the drawings that we've already covered in the last few tutorials. And what I'm thinking when I'm looking at these pictures is how I might be able to use elements of them to make a whole new design. I'm also going to use some letters from these alphabet sheets. So for this tutorial, the idea is that you copy my way of working, but create a drawing that is unique to you. You are of course welcome to copy the drawing I make if you want. Use whatever colours you like. I use nearly all of my colours for this one. I do however recommend you use a pencil, a razor, a ruler, a biro, and if you have one, a white gel pen. So the first thing I do when coming up with a new design is draw thumbnail sketches. A thumbnail sketch is a very small drawing which you do very quickly just to try and plan out ideas. Whenever I start a new piece, I always do 3 or 4 thumbnail sketches. It's very useful to look at them afterwards, and I can usually tell which is the best design right away. It does save a lot of time. My idea for the first thumbnail sketch was to have letters around the border of the page using a vanishing point in the center, just like Revlon's piece we looked at in tutorial number 7, and then to put leaning block letters with a lightning effect, like what we covered in tutorial 3, but going diagonally down through the middle of the design. For the second thumbnail, I wanted cracked stone block letters, just like in tutorial 4, across the bottom of the page, then a boombox, like in tutorial 11, to the right, and block letters with a vanishing point on the left, just like Revlon's. For thumbnails 3 and 4, I was experimenting with using similar ideas to thumbnails 1 and 2, but with slightly different layouts. Looking at all 4 thumbnails, I decided straight away that number 2 was the one I wanted to use, because I really like the way the layout looks and how all the elements are balanced on the page. Now it's time to start sketching the design with the pencil. I always keep the thumbnail I'm going to use nearby so I can look at it constantly whilst I'm laying out the first sketch. finished with the pencil sketch, it's now time to go in with the Biro. An example of how ideas can change when you're in the middle of a drawing. So originally I wanted the vanishing point to disappear into the boombox speaker, but whilst I was drawing I decided actually it might look better if it went behind the speaker instead. With these block letters, I decided to make them go behind the boombox handle instead of in front. When drawing these 3D lines that go towards the vanishing point, make sure they stop when they reach the side of the boombox, so they look like they're going behind it. When you finish with the Biro, it's now time to apply some colour. The first element we're going to use is the stone effect. Now it's time to get the white gel pen, start adding highlights to the stone letters and also to the center of the lightning. Once again, congratulations for finishing this tutorial, and an extra massive congratulations if you did all the other tutorials as well and have a really sick piece at the end of this to show for it. My name's SLAZ, I've enjoyed being your host. I hope you've learnt a lot, and I hope you keep drawing, take your skills to the next level. Peace.
Your next move.